Inspirational and motivational here at Clubhouse. Get a better mindset and set your goals here at Clubhouse. Educational things you need to know here at Clubhouse. Like credit, home, buying loans, and much more here at Clubhouse. The space for education, motivation, and inspiration. Clubhouse. The space for education, motivation, and inspiration. Clubhouse.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Home Buyers Clubhouse, where we go live every Wednesday and every Friday. On Wednesdays, we drop something inspirational and motivational, and on Fridays, we drop something educational. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jessie Lynn. I am a triangle realtor with A to Z Realty. Miss Erica Batts, lender. Introduce yourself, honey.
Well, I am Erica Batts. I am your mortgage loan officer, and I am so happy to be here with y'all.
Yes, girl, it's Wednesday. This weekend, we had a home buyers workshop all the way up in Greensboro. I actually enjoyed myself, honey. I finally got some rest, finally caught up because I've been working every weekend nonstop. It's Wednesday, audience. Drop your wins in the box below. Miss Erica, how are you winning today, honey?
Winning, I feel like this week I'm winning by we got everything secured for our Charlotte workshop, and yeah, so we are looking forward to seeing everybody on March the 4th here in Charlotte, and we will definitely have that link in the Home Buyers Clubhouse.
Yes, I'm really excited. And like I said, the last one, they had a lot of questions. It was just so awesome. It felt really good. And I love when our workshops feel really home buyer clubhouse-ish, none of that watered down basic stuff. We are giving you all of the goods, y'all, to home buyers.
And I will say I really liked the intimacy of it. I mean, because it was more like a conversation with friends. As opposed to something being like really stuffy. So I really enjoyed that, where we were able to interact with those that came out and answer their specific questions. Whereas a lot of times when you go to these seminars, you get a broad overview, but then you may not get the questions that you really want to have answered. So I really love that we were able to kind of hone in on what they wanted and what they wanted to get out of this. So that we're able to then address those specific concerns.
But I think that's what set us apart also, because we focus on our audience and what their needs are and what they hope to get out of it, versus us just telling them and they probably got another question in their head that we didn't answer. So yeah, I love it.
Yep.
Yes. Anyway, y'all, today we are talking about slowing down and focus on some things that you should be working on. That could be your spouse, that could be your children. Maybe you have a friend that you haven't called in the past week or something. And it's so funny how we always put things off, and then it's just so sad because you see on our timeline, people are losing family members and stuff left and right. And we definitely need to learn how to make time, because we always get lost in work. Myself, get lost at work, and you're not really giving that time to your loved ones or that thing that you need to be given that time to.
Right.
Yes. So we are talking about that today. So Erica, can you have anything you want to give them on that before I kind of start talking?
Well, I would say I recently had a similar conversation about how to kind of take a minute out of your day, because we all are really, really busy. How to be intentional about that slowdown process without feeling like we're slacking. Because I know that's kind of what started the conversation, is that I felt like I have a whole lot of different things going on, but then it's like, so if I'm doing like everything on this list, then what am I missing out? Like, what am I missing over here? So whether that was spending time with my family or, you know, trying to get everything done. And I think we are all kind of caught up in trying to get everything done all the time. And so what we forget to put in is the me time or the quality time that you spend with others. And so just kind of addressing that.
But you said something important. You said quality time. Because
Hmm.
for me, I feel like I am available. My goal is to make myself available to my daughter and try to spend more time with her or whatever. But I'm not really spending quality time with her, if that makes sense.
Right. So you're within the same space, but not necessarily a quality time. And a lot of people do feel they get that confused, whereas they feel like, okay, because we're in the same space, that it's quality time.
Yeah, and I'm like I've been thinking I signed her up for martial arts or whatever. And here in our community, the Clayton Center, we have a lot of discounted things. Martial arts, she get a class for $20.
Okay.
I also learned that the Clayton Center is pretty much free for like a membership to go in there and walk around. So I really need to start using our resources. They have art classes. Both of us love art. So I'm thinking that, she and we can just get together and just spend that quality time together and do those workshops. Because for me, I have a lot of mom guilt a lot of the times, but still, I'm here, but I'm not giving her that quality time. I'm here to make myself available to her, but she's in her room. I'm down here, probably on my laptop and working. Like Monday, I was supposed to be off on Monday. I sat here all day and worked. Before I
Yeah.
knew it was like 8 o'clock.
And I will tell you that I do realize that's the downside of working from home.
Mhm.
I feel like you do more work when you work from home than you do when you go into an office. Because when you go into an office, you have a set time that you're there. And then when you walk out of there, you're done. But when you work from home, it's always for me, it's like, oh, well, I didn't get this done today. Let me run and do this really quick. And then next thing you know, in the evening, I've been sitting at this computer for 2 hours when, yes, that's time that I could have been doing something, with my family or doing something at my house or whatever, all of those other things that I need to get done. So I definitely understand. Like I said, I do kind of feel like that's the downside of working from home.
Yeah, and that was my thing yesterday. Like yesterday I went into the office, but I had to leave early, because my daughter, I gotta pick her up all this week because my sitter, they're sick. Their whole house is sick and I gotta pick her up. And so I have to leave the office every day at 1. And when I got home, I just sat down on the couch like, girl, you're done for the day. But I wasn't. I still had things to do. But if I
Mhm.
was here, and that's how I gained all my weight that I gained after I left Lowe's, is because when I got into real estate, I used to sit at that computer from the time I woke up. I dropped my daughter off at school, go pick her up, and I sit back at that computer and sit there all night working or
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, working from home can be tough. And that's one thing because we know that our children, they are our future. I mean, it's not a cliche thing. It really is. And we have to pour into our kids, we have to pour into our family, and we have to teach them different things in life. And I don't want to teach my daughter that, and she knows it right now. She's young and she, work isn't everything, and she knows all of that, when she don't want to listen. Cleaning isn't everything, chores isn't everything, blah 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 blah. I don't want her to be that adult and follow in my footsteps and think that all she have to do is work or whatever. I do want to spend some time with her because my daughter, she had this whole issue in 5th grade with her art teacher, and you can tell her art teacher just kind of damaged her or whatever. Whenever it comes to adults, she feel like adults are like on this whole power trip.
Hmm.
It's to her, in her mind, is us against them, adults against children. Uh,
Right.
so sometimes you do have to pour into them and spend that time because, like, she and I, we were having this conversation and we were just talking or whatever. And she said, "You know what, Mom? I got a whole different level of respect for you because she think I've always been this whole Miss,
I got it together.
yeah." And then we
Yeah.
start like, no, she's older, so I can be more open with her and I can have these conversations, about trusting your friends or whatever and all of that. Like,
Mhm.
no, that right there, that one, right? It was some shade, it was some shadiness behind it. And you need to let your friends know this right now, you know. And
Right.
we start talking, I didn't even realize, but she always think that I'm just blind to everything. I don't know nothing. I don't understand anything.
They don't realize that we were teenagers at some point, and that we had, our own struggles, and so we understand, even though I definitely feel like times are different now than they were, when we were teenagers, but that we had our own version of the struggle. But I do feel like that kids are way different than we were at the same age, because for most of us, we didn't always have the internet growing up. We didn't always have, when we had to do a research project, we was breaking out the encyclopedia. We weren't breaking out Google. So things like that. So they're exposed to a lot more at an earlier age. So I definitely think that makes a difference.
It does. It does. And I was watching this video on TikTok the other night about the 80s kids, the 90s kids,
Mhm.
the 2000s kids. And my daughter is that 2000s kid. Like the 90s kid just took the bag was missing in the trash can. They put the bag in. The 80s kid was like, they threw the thing inside the trash can, and the mom was like, put that bag in. The 80s kid pouted a little. No, the 90s kid. The 90s kid pouted a little bit, but he put the bag in. But that 2000s kid, honey, oh my God, this is child abuse. Oh my God.
But you got a 2010 kid, so that's even worse. So
Yeah.
that's so they don't. And I was actually reading an article about how to manage I guess the millennials, or the 2000s, or whatever, the early 20-year-olds. The management, how you manage those people is way different than how you would manage a 35-year-old.
It's crazy because my son was born in 2001, and he's more like the 90s kid. He's gonna listen. He may not be perfect. He may not put that bag in there the first time, but he's gonna listen. That 2010 child of mine, bruh, this is child abuse. I'm not doing it. Why that other person didn't put the bag in? They think differently now. That you can't just go back in the day. You can tell kids anything. Why that other person didn't put the bag in? They should have put the bag in. I'm not doing it. I'm having a panic attack. Oh my God, I just died. I'm alive again. Oh Lord, help me, Jesus. Like, it's just so much, it's just drama, girl. It's so much drama. I'm telling you.
Yes. I don't know. Has anybody in our audience, like, have y'all noticed the difference between the 2000 kids and the 80 kids? Like, do y'all notice the difference, or is it just us? Just in how you manage those kids as workers, how you manage those kids as parents, or just adults in general.
Audience, please give me some tips, because I'm struggling over here. I just be like, you know what? I ain't got time. I just don't, because I'm telling you, this child that she done, I'm not about to sit here and fight this battle. I just, you know what? So,
but I also feel like your 20-year-olds. So somebody said they have a 2006 and a 2016. So, and I can imagine it's very different between those two.
Yeah.
And that is Miss Denisha.
That's who?
Miss Denisha.
Oh, child. Please, is it any difference? How are they doing? Because I'm telling you, it's a difference between my 2001 and my 2010. 2010 ain't doing. She don't care about nothing. I'm telling you, she do not care. And that, we were taught. That's what I'm saying. And that's kind of what I was talking about today. We have to keep that in mind, because kids got to be cared for. They got to be taught. But how can you teach them, child? Then, oh my God, a girl and a boy, and my boy is different. That's how it is with me. Yeah, my boy is awesome. I'm telling you, I have the best son ever. And my daughter can be, but when she get in her moods, child, them hormones or something kick in, Lord, pray for everybody, not just me, everybody.
Well, and I also feel like the kids are not quite as prepared these days as when we were younger, because I feel like we were the latchkey kids. We were the you gonna figure it out, all that. We would have take the chicken out when you get home, so it'd be thawed out by the time your mama get home, all of that. And the new school kids, they're not there. So they're okay, well, you weren't home, so I don't know what to eat. It's like, if you don't fix you a sandwich or something, and
Well, you know what? My daughter, she know how to cook. I can't give her that. She'll go in that kitchen and cook. if she needs something to eat. Like she knows the secret ingredients. She knows the main ingredients to any dessert that she want to make. She know the main ingredients to any meal she want to make. So I
That's
can't give her
exactly
that.
Yeah, because a lot of these kids these days, I feel like they're unprepared. Where I feel like that we were solution focused, was like, okay, so this is happening. How do I figure this out? Whereas that's just not where they are.
Well, for me with my two, I've always taught them, how to do those different things or whatever, right? But my daughter, she pretends like she's not listening, but I kind of sit back and watch. She does her own laundry. Let me tell you why she do her own laundry. You want to know why she do her own laundry? Because she didn't want to listen, and her attitude was like, "I'll just do my own laundry."
Okay. Yeah, my nephews are the same. So
wear out your pants. Like, stop, unball your clothes. Stop, turn them inside out. She didn't like our clothes. So she do her own laundry.
Well, my two older nephews do theirs. So they are 16 and 13. And then there's also a 9-year-old. So the 9-year-old does not do his own laundry yet, but the 13 and 16-year-old do their own laundry.
Yeah. But that's great though, because my son, when he went to college, he realized like his roommates, they didn't know how to do their laundry. They didn't know how to do anything. So they think you're being tough on them, but you're just trying to prepare them for the world. But my daughter, like I said, she fights me a little bit more than my son did. But like I said, I'm gonna learn how to spend that quality time with her. And I think the more she knows that I'm not her enemy, it'll be a little bit easier. Because I can't act like her. I'm telling you, I can't act like her. Hey, I tell her all the time, look, you don't know Jessie Ann. You know Jessie. You don't know Jessie Ann. I grew up
not Jessie Ann.
You don't want to meet Jessie Ann. That's my middle name. That's what they call me because my dad is Jessie. So you don't want to meet Jessie Ann, honey. You don't want to meet her. Okay.
But then I definitely feel like girls are different than boys. Like Denisha was saying, her girl is different than her boy, especially when they get to be teenagers. I feel like there's like always I don't know, kind of an issue between a teenage girl and her mom.
Yeah. But my mom, it was 3 of us. It was 3. I didn't see a lot of beef because I knew my mom would have knocked my head off my shoulders, I raised my voice too loud, if I cut my eye the wrong way or any of that.
Well, suck your teeth.
Yeah, and I didn't hold grudges either. She said very different. Yes, yeah. Indeed. And I didn't raise my voice. I didn't too hard.
Oh no, well, but I feel like we grew up in a time where you couldn't do that. Whereas now they feel like that's a little bit different. But I know I grew up in a time where I know what a backhand is. And it's like, I know that my mom is very heavy-handed. Like even sometimes if she get to laughing, and you know how you get to laughing and you do somebody like that, no, I'm moving because I know what that is. And I'm like, no, I'm good. But I definitely feel like it's a different time.
Definitely. And look, we got all the way off subject, but our time is up.
It is.
So it's crazy. But look, what we were saying was it is this generation, it will try you. I'm telling you, these kids ain't no joke these days. My daughter does try me. I'm telling you, she's 12 years old. She's almost my height. Her boobie's bigger than mine. And I'm telling you, she will try you. I'm telling you, she will. But let me get back on the topic. Wrap it up. What we were saying was make time for the important things, your spouse, your friends, your children, your family, and make time for you. I did a challenge with my sister yesterday, right? I did a challenge, and I'm gonna make this quick because I know it's time for us to go. I did a challenge with my sister yesterday, and I was like, yo, sis, I said, we're gonna do a challenge. My sister is 160, I am 163. And I said, let's do a challenge to see who can get to 150 first. Whoever loses got to babysit for the entire weekend. Again, my child is only 12. She's 12. So she can babysit herself. But the issue is when those 3 kids get together, my sister has 2. I think one is like 3 and the other one's like 9. All of them together is going to be hell. And I cannot. My niece, she's 3. And she want all of your time. You got to play with her. I can't imagine playing with her for 48 hours. I can do about 48 hours. Woo, child. I can't do it. So I'm going to lose this weight. That's my me time. And then when I get that weekend to myself, I'm going to be out and I'm going to take care of me. I'm not going to work. I'm going to do the right thing. So that's my motivation and my encouragement to spend time with me and to take care of myself so I can take care of everybody else.
Cool.
All right. Audience, how are you taking care of yourself in 2023? Erica, we about to go, but how are you taking care of yourself in 2023?
You know, that's a good question. So, because I moved to a new city, all of those kind of things, I've been trying to focus on, getting the house situated and all of that. So I've stopped doing a lot of the things that I did when I lived in Raleigh. And so I need to get back into finding the things that I do just for me.
Yeah.
So that is my challenge.
Yeah, do what I'm doing. I'm about to join these community groups. We pay all this money and these taxes to the city and all this other stuff. So, girl, reap them benefits.
Yes.
Anyway, you guys, take time for yourself this year in 2023. Take time for your family, your friends. Text your friends today and just ask them, "Hey, girl. Hey, son. How you doing?" Just text them. You don't have to call them. Just reach out and just let them know that they are on your mind and they are on your heart. I'm not that friend that texts my people every day. I'm not that friend to text my sisters every day. But when they do reach out to me, it does mean a lot. So do the opposite today and just reach out to your friends and your family just to check on them. Show them love, you guys. We are here today and gone tomorrow. Anyway, we are wrapping it up. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Jessie Lynn. I am a triangle realtor with A to Z Realty. You can reach me at 919-818-9854. Ms. Erica Batts.
I am Erica Batts. I'm your mortgage loan officer. You can reach me at 919-608-7916, or you can reach me at ericabatts.com, or you can come see us on March the 4th in Charlotte at our home buyer seminar.
Whoop, whoop. All right, y'all. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all can reach us on the clubhouse at www.thehomebuyerclubhouse.com. You can find us on Facebook, in our group, and on our page at Home Buyers Clubhouse. And you can find us on YouTube at The Home Buyers Clubhouse. We hope you guys have an awesome, awesome day. We'll see you guys on Friday at 12:30 p.m. We'll talk to you guys later.